So hello, good day. So today we are looking at this question. So the question says, in the engine shown below, this engine, a 7-inch connecting rod is fastened to a crank of radius 3, 7-inch radius 3. Now, the crankshaft, this shaft rotates counterclockwise at a constant rate of 200 revolutions per minute. Find the velocity of the piston when theta is pi over 3. Okay, so this particular um, diagram, it brings out a shape of a triangle. So let's bring out that shape. And this is the angle theta, right? This one is 3 inches. This one is 7 inches. This is x. Okay. So what we are asked to find is the velocity of this piston. It's moving. It's going in and out. Going in and out. So it's moving at a particular velocity, right? So while it is here initially, while it is rotating, this will be moving in this direction, right? Okay. So what we have to find is the x dt. Okay, the x dt is the constant, but we are given the theta dt. The theta dt is given, and that is 200 revolutions per minute. Okay, revolution per minute. Okay, and I said we should find the velocity when theta is what? Pi all over 3 radian. Okay, so one thing is, whenever we are dealing with questions like this, we need to change them to the same unit. This one is in revolution, while this one is in rad. So we have to change this revolution to radian. Okay, so and to change revolution to, one revolution is 2 pi radian. Okay, so you just need to multiply by 2 pi radian. 2 pi all over 1 revolution. You get it? Because 1 revolution is 2 pi. So when you use this ratio to multiply it, the revolution will cancel revolution. I'll be left with what? 200 times 2 pi. That will be 400 pi radian per minute. So this is going to be 400 pi radian per minute. Okay, so that they'll be in the same units. Okay, now what we want to look for here is the x dt, but we need to get a relationship, something that combines the three. And if you look at these very words, we can apply cosine rule for this. Okay, because this is not a right angle triangle, so we can apply cosine rule to solve this. And for cosine rule, it says the opposite of this one is the 7, the one that we are dealing with. So it's going to be 7 squared, right? And that will be what? X squared plus 3 squared plus, now 3 and x multiply, right? 3 and, okay. Let me just write down the formula of cosine rule. That formula says if this one is A and this is B, for instance, and this is C, the small letter A will be here, the small letter B will be here, and the small letter C will be here. Now, if we are concentrating on this one, then this side, which is A squared, will be equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cos A. This is a cosine rule, right? So we are applying this rule into this one. So what is A? A is 7 squared, and B is what? X squared. C is what? 3 squared. Then minus 2. Now BC, that is 3 and X. Then cos A, which is cos theta. Okay? So from here, this will be 49 x squared plus 9 minus 6x cos theta. Okay? So this expression as it is now, we can, what are we looking for? We are looking for the theta dt. This is what we are, the x dt rather. We are looking for the x dt. But the theta is given, and theta is also given. Okay? We also don't know x. Okay? Now, the thing is, we need to now differentiate this expression, this particular equation. Now we differentiate it, right, to be able to find the x, the t. So now let's bring this one here. 49 equals to x squared plus 9 minus 6x cos theta. Okay. Now differentiate with respect to t. d dt of 49 d dt of x squared d dt of 9 minus d dt of 6x cos theta. Okay, so that's what we're going to get. Now, the differential of a constant is going to be 0. Okay, so this is going to be 0. This will be, d dt of x squared. So, the variable here is x squared. So we need to apply chain rule here. So this is going to be d dx of x squared dx dt. Okay, and this variation of a constant is 0. This one is 0 already. Now we differentiate this one as well. So this is going to be, now this one as it is now, we are going to apply product rule because there are two functions involved here. One is 6s, the other one is cos theta. Okay, so this is going to be, you keep this one, you differentiate this. So 6x, now d dt of cos theta. Then the other one, you now keep it. You now keep the other one. You keep cos theta. Then d dt of what? Of 6x. Okay? So that's how we do that. Now the next thing we are going to do is now to expand this bracket. Then differentiate this. That will be 2x dx dt. Okay? While this one, we are going to apply chain rule to this one. Minus times plus, that will be minus 6x d theta, because this is with respect to theta. d theta of cos theta d theta dt. Okay, then we now open this bracket to this one again. Minus times plus minus and cos theta. Now this is going to be what? d dx of 6x, then dx dt, dx dt. Okay, so that's what we're going to do here. So this is now going to be 2x dx dt minus, now if you differentiate this, 6x, the derivation of cos theta is minus sine theta, right? Minus sine theta, then the theta dt. While differentiation of 6x is going to be 6 minus cos theta, then 6, then the x dt. Okay? Okay, now, if we now bring the term having the x dt together, this one and this one, let's take them to the other side of the equation. If this one comes here, that will be what? 6 cos theta minus 2x, right? The x dt. Why? What is now left here? We have minus times minus, that will be plus, right? So we have 6x sine theta, the theta dt. Okay? That's what we are left with there. Okay? So this one now we factorize, that's why we have it like that. So the x dt from here will be 6x sine theta, the theta dt, all over 6 cos theta minus 2x. Okay? So this is an expression of the x dt. And if you look at this expression, you will see that we have the variables that we have there. We have x, we have theta, and we have the theta dt. But we don't know x, we need to find x. So how do we find x? We can find x from this equation. You can see it is the only variable here. We know what theta is, it's pi over 3. So if we slot in pi over 3 here, only x will be there, and we can solve it, right? So now let's look for x from here. So 49 will be equal to x squared. So if this 9 comes to the other side, that will be 49 minus 9. 49 minus 9. So this one will be what? X squared minus 6x, then cos pi over 3. That's what? Cos pi over 3. You know, pi is 180. 180 over 3 is 60. Cos 60 is equals to half, right? So this means, which means this one is going to be 40 will be equal to x squared minus, this is going to be half times 6. That will be 3 minus 3x. Okay? And from here now, what is now going to be x? So x squared minus 3x. If this 40 goes to the other side, minus 40 is equals to 0. So we can solve this one by using quadratic formula, right? Quadratic equation. We can use factorization as well. What are the factors of 40? That is 1 times minus 40, the product of the first and the last term. So that was minus 40. If you take 40, you find the LCM, 2 in 40, that will be 20, 2 in 20, that will be 10, 2 in 10, that will be 5, 5 in 5, that will be 1. If you combine these two, 2 times 2 times 2, that's 8. 8 plus 5, that is, we are looking for the middle number here, right? And what will be the middle number? So we reduce this to two numbers so that when we add them, we are going to get the middle number. If you decide to make this one minus 8 and make this one plus 5, minus 8 plus 5, that will be minus 3. So we have gotten what we want from there. So this is going to be x squared minus 8x plus 5x minus 40. And if we multiply the two, we are going to get minus 40, right? So that was x become x minus 8 minus then plus 5 x minus 8. So x minus 8 x plus 5, okay, is equals to 0. So x is equals to 8 or minus 5. So because we are dealing with a real situation, we do not take the negative value, we only take the positive values there. So x is equal to 8. Okay? Now that we know x, we can now substitute all the values that we know inside this equation here. So by the time we slot in those values in the equation, we are going to get our dx dt that we are asked to find. Okay? And when we put those values, let's say we put the values here. So our dx dt is going to be 6 into 8, then sine pi all over 3, which is sine 60, right? Then the theta dt is 400 pi, right? Divided by 6 cos pi over 3, okay? Minus 2 times 8. So by the time we input those values there, we are going to get our answer for the x dt. Okay, so that will be the final answer. So let's do that in our calculator and see. Okay, so this is now the final answer, minus 4018 radian per minute. So this is going to be the final answer. Minus 4018 not radian, is going to be inches because we are dealing with distance. So that will be inches per minute. Okay, so that's going to be the final answer. Okay, thank you. Please like, subscribe, share, and also if you have any questions, you can check our Ashraf class online, and you can book your section with us. Thank you.